when he walks in your room, he was there for you. He was never preoccupied. He never was thinking about anybody else. He was always there for you. He, I had a real bad day, and he sat in my room for a little over 20 minutes, holding my hand, talking to me, letting me know that things were going to be okay. He prayed with me, and he let me know that I was going to be okay. I thought it was, when I first went in, I thought I was having a stroke. And I had stroke-like symptoms. And when I went into the ICU, they did a bunch of random tests, and I found out I didn't have a stroke. And when Alex found out that I didn't have a stroke, he came right away and let me know that I didn't. And he calmed me, and he treated me like I was his only patient, and I knew I wasn't. And he treated every vet like they were his only patient. And he told me about his protests that he did because he felt so strongly about how Renee Good had died, and he wanted to make that difference. And I remember him telling me about a protest that he went to and how the difference that he wanted to make in the world and in Minneapolis. And I remember telling him to be careful. And it's just been very difficult. I am going in today. I also volunteer at the Minneapolis VA, and I volunteer in the waiting room, which is right across the hall from the ICU. And today was very difficult to look at the doors and know that he's not there.
It must be so painful for you, especially after having that conversation with him. I mean, it's heartbreaking to hear that the two of you talked about the death of another woman at the hands of ICE, and then it must just be so hard for you to hear what had happened to him.
I think, yes, it was heartbreaking to see the video. It was heartbreaking to know when I found out it was him. What was worse was listening to Kristi Noem talk about him the way she did, and not knowing, not even seeing the videos yet, and not knowing exactly what had happened. I think that hurt worse than anything. And I can't imagine his parents listening to that or hearing what she had said about him. I think that hurt worse than anything. Calling him a domestic terrorist, I think that hurt worse than anything.
Yeah, just the man that you describe, holding your hand and rushing to tell you that what you had feared had happened to you had not happened. I mean, that must not line up at all with what you heard from the administration, calling him not only a domestic terrorist. I mean, they also called him an assassin and said he wanted to massacre law enforcement.
They didn't even have the facts yet. And you can see in the video that they disarmed him even before they shot him 10 times. And it just broke my heart to see what they did to him, and he did not deserve it. And I can't imagine. My heart goes out to his parents and his family, and to the many nurses that worked with him. There were so many people that brought flowers today for the nurses in the ICU, and I'm so grateful that there are so many people out there that are mourning the other nurses too. there were many tea light candles that they had put out on the floor of the hallway leading up to the doors to the ICU that I walked into today. And it was so special that they memorialize him the way
That's
the way they are.
it's beautiful to hear that and to see the tributes to him from those who did know him and worked with him. And what do you remember what he said to you about Renee Good, who had been killed, and obviously that had inspired him to go out and protest and was why he was out there in the streets on Saturday. Do you remember what he said to you about her?
He just knew that she was a good person from what he had heard, and that she was killed for no good reason. And that they had just killed her for they tried to say that she tried to run them over, which she didn't. You can clearly see that in the video again. And the administration needs to stop making these contradictions before they look at the videos.
Marta Crownhart,
they need to.
I want to say thank you. It must be so difficult for you to see what happened to someone you knew on Saturday, and I can't even imagine how painful that is. So I want to thank you for being willing to come on and share that with us tonight.
It's difficult for everybody involved. It's difficult for the whole VA system. It's difficult for the city of Minneapolis. It's difficult for everyone.
Yeah. Marta, thank you. And please give our love to everyone in that community, and thank you. And thank you again for your service and for joining me here tonight.